Hello Gemini, welcome. It's Meredith. I am here with your monthly message for April 2019. I encourage you to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos as well. And if you do not know what your signs are for Moon, Rising, or Venus, go to any astrology calculator online and plug in your date, time, and place of birth, and it will give you that information. I personally use cafeastrology.com, not affiliated with them, just like the website. Lots of information there. So there's that. Let's jump into your reading and see what's on tap for you in April. We are using the Astrology Answers Master Tarot deck today for your reading, for this month for your reading. And your card from the bottom of the deck is, ooh, 10 of Cups. Well, lucky you. Congratulations, Gemini. Oh, we love seeing that card. We want to celebrate when we see that card. But you know what? It's fulfillment. Tens are a cycle of completion, achievement. 10 of Cups is happiness. I mean, it's joy underneath that rainbow. Things go very well for you at this time. So the month of April comes in, let's say, like a really happy and excited lamb. At the time I'm recording this, we've just come freshly out of Mercury retrograde in Pisces. So seeing this 10 of Cups show up is really welcome at this time. It is a breath of fresh air for you. Let's get into the rest of the reading. Your first card is Judgment. Well, we're going to need a couple more cards for that. Whenever we see Judgment, we want to know, we have this angel blowing on the trumpet, blowing the horn there, calling people out of their graves, actually. So this is a card of, it's a card of second chances or multiple chances, because really, are there any limits? But what are you being called to? What are you being called out of? So that's what we want to know on the Judgment card. What is Gemini being called to on the Judgment card? Oh gosh, I can't hang on to the cards today. Well, it's down on the floor here somewhere. All right. Ooh. Well, you're going to be really glad that you saw the 10 of Cups as your first card and your card for the theme running through the month, because Judgment's calling you to the Three of Swords. This is, you know it, one of the cringer cards in the deck. It's pain, loss, and sorrow. It's grief of some kind. So you're being called to this, meaning you have some healing work to do around pain, loss, and sorrow. What's really lovely about it is that you get to do it in the energy of the 10 of Cups. And what I feel is going on here as we take a look at these first three cards, you need to be strong enough and energetically, emotionally well enough to process those types of energies. And what I'm also feeling here, Gemini, is that since you are in a happy place over here on the 10, you're able to look back at some of the bittersweet life experiences and bring real healing energy to them so that you don't have to repeat them or continue to have to look at them. Let's put it that way. It feels like you're going to put something to rest once and for all. Okay, so what are you being called out of on the Judgment card? What has inspired a second chance or a multiple chance? Yeah, this supports the theory that the 10, something so good is going on and so fulfilling is going on in your life at this time that you have the strength, because she's got it, to deal with just about anything. And you really do want to put some of these energies to rest in your life. You're done with them. You're complete with them. And I am recalling your March reading being very strong in that you'd had enough of a certain kind of energy or person, or someone kept coming back out of your past and you were having to rescue them repeatedly and you just had had enough of it. So your April reading may be a continuation of that message. So you have found fulfillment and happiness over here in the 10, and it's allowing you the strength that you see there in the Queen of Wands, the passion, the creativity, the fire, the enthusiasm that she brings to heal what's in the Three of Swords. That's fantastic. So good on you, Gemini. Let's see what's next. Chaos and confusion on the Seven of Cups. Let's find out what's next to that. The Three of Pentacles. You're making order out of chaos. So this is an ongoing theme for you. It's something that you are most definitely in process with at this time. It's excellent timing for you, Gemini. The Seven of Cups means that you could be spoiled for choice in one respect and not really sure what to do. However, I feel with this 10 and the healing that you're doing with your own self at this time is clearing up some of the chaos on the 7 and bringing you this 3, which is bringing self-mastery to the choices and options before you. So the message here is, don't feel you have to choose now. Just allow the process of choosing to unfold quite naturally, and you will choose wisely out of your self-mastery. The Three of Pentacles is a card of... There's unity in the card, but there's also expertise in the card. So you're going to bring your expertise from this 10 energy into the healing energy that you need to take a look at here. It will settle chaos and confusion for you so that you can move on, well, into the moon. Some of this is a bit mysterious for you, Gemini. You might be saying, well, Meredith, great, you've turned over the Three of Swords for us, but I'm not in pain, loss, and sorrow at this time. So the mystery may be, because when the moon shows up, we've got a mystery of sorts, is that it may not be something that's very obvious to you, and it occurs spontaneously and surprises you. But because you're in such a good place with the 10, because you have the support of this really vivacious queen who's very grounded and strong, you're able to, if this pops up spontaneously, surprisingly for you, you are able to roll with it, to flow with it, bring your expertise to it, and settle any potential chaos and confusion that it brings to you. So the mysterious becomes less mysterious, which is really the true message behind the moon. The other very important message of the moon card is that it produces a contrast and a new perspective from which to view our current scenarios. So we'd want to put the moon with the 7 and say, how can I look at this differently? What else is there for me to see? Let me look through the lens of the moon, the borrowed light of the sun, to see what I might not have seen before, and then bring my expertise to it so that I can stay in harmony with my 10 of Cups. Hey, that's awesome. Next we have the 2 of Pentacles. So we have progression here, the 2 and the 3, but this is balance, harmony, and that's what's required when you see the 7, and that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to bring balance and harmony to your decision-making processes and to your healing processes as they show up in your day-to-day. That 2 feels like an achievement in this reading. Often when I see this 2, I think, wow, there's loads of work to be done. But I don't really feel that this time. I feel that this harmony and this balance has become much more natural and easy to you, Gemini. And you really are just rolling with it, and it's good. Yeah. Then you have the 9 of Pentacles. So you're heavy on Pentacles in this reading today. And you have progression. So you've got the 2, the 3, and the 9. The 9 is one of my favorites in the Pentacles suit because she's a self-made individual. She didn't get where she is because somebody handed it to her. She walked that road herself. She learned her lessons. She applied them. She experienced pain, loss, and sorrow, rose above it, and made something of herself. And I feel that that is what has brought you this 10 of Cups over here. The other thing I love about the 9 of Pentacles is that she's got a wild streak. And you may be feeling the need, Gemini, to break free of cabin fever now that spring is here. And this will bring you more harmony, more balance, and joy. This will also bring clarity to any chaos or confusion that you're experiencing right now. What a nice message for April. Leave some comments. This is an interesting one. We're going to use the fortune reading cards to answer any questions you may have. So take a moment and ask a question or two while I shuffle and let these cards be an answer for you. What are the highest and greatest cards for Gemini for the month of April 2019? For any questions Gemini may have. First card. You have Key. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. Exactly what you're doing over here on Judgment, Three of Swords, and Queen of Wands. That's what you're doing. Sweet. Next card. All right, well, the moon is figuring prominently in your reading. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. This goes so well with the 7, and it really supports the message we've already spoken of with this moon card. But the moon squared in this reading, it's a big deal. So definitely take a look at things from a different lens. Look through the borrowed light of the sun with the moonlight. See what the contrast is and how it brings you clarity. Okay, last one. Okay, here it is. Angel. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. Beautiful. What a lovely message that is. It's so encouraging for whatever you are working with right now, Gemini. All right, last card is going to come from Doreen Virtue's Romance Angel Oracle cards. Let's have a romance message for Gemini for the month of April 2019. What does Gemini most need to know about love and romance? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And you've got this 10 of Cups, which tells us that you are already seeing evidence of that, Gemini. So just allow. I almost said have patience. But I'm trying to eliminate the word patience and replace it with allow. And then you have past life relationship. You've known each other before. So yeah, you're definitely worth waiting for, and so is your partner. Just making sure there weren't more on the floor. Okay, I'm going to do one more. So you've got worth waiting for, and then very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Gemini, you might have been sitting on the bench. You might have been waiting for just the right moment, and it feels like the right moment is upon you, 10 of Cups. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus videos so that you see the full picture of what's going on in the energy atmosphere for you for the month of April. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing here on the channel. It's deeply appreciated. And if you'd like your own personal reading, check the description box. Everything you need to know about that is there. Bye for now, Gemini.